Again.
Oh my gosh.
She's in Texas. So just found that out.
I'm in Texas. I'm in the Gulf. I'm in the Gulf in the country.
And the cool thing is the artists tell me I have an accent. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, and all this. Geez, we have an accent, folks. Wisconsin. Evidently, we do, from what I'm hearing. Yeah. I love that because I love the New York accent and the Southern, and especially the British one. You got to have that British. Those are the cool dudes.
I like all kinds of accents. Don't get me started.
But thank you again. Karen Lawrence is chatting with me tonight on Magoo. What we got right now? 7:27 Central Time. I always like to plant the live seed. Karen, we are live. This is then we go to podcast. Yeah. It all goes out to iHeart and all those good things for you. And cool. Thanks for all that bio and all that good stuff. Now let's talk about your fabulous picture that I got up here. Your big Harley, boom, 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 boom. Where were you riding into? Where were you riding into on your big Harley?
We were riding to the Stonehouse in Sturgis. I just moved in December down to this Gulf Coast here in the country, and it's very beautiful, and I really love it. And it's being a musician is not an unusual thing here. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And which has kind of sparked me again. Okay, it's just got me kind of going. But for 10 years I can say it now. For 10 years I lived in South Dakota.
Okay.
And we were only 5 hours from Sturgis, so we went every year. And it's wonderful riding there because they have signs up everywhere. Watch out for motorcyclists. Everybody cares because it's big business for them. And so it's the smart way to go. And so people are, and it's very, very country, which, sometimes you're just going along and there's nobody in front of you, nobody behind you, maybe a few cars on the other side of the road. And it's just beautiful countryside. And that Sturgis rally is really fun. I don't want to do an ad for it, but it is, you're up in the mountains and it's really, really pretty. And it's really wild and really crazy, But I didn't go this year. I don't mind. I'm already doing wild and crazy stuff right now, so I didn't really feel the need for doing that. So maybe find something a little closer to home next time.
You were headed to play with Mr. Walter Trout on that weekend.
Yeah, that was the 18th. Yeah, that was so fun. And that was just in Austin. That only took me, what did it take me? Was it 3.5 hours? A little over 3 hours, I think. Yeah. Austin is really close. That was great. Yeah, and if Walter comes back any place where he said if I'm, within distance, I can do it again, and I will. Absolutely will. That was really, really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Took my dog with me.
Your dog with you? Oh my!
I did.
What a great time and what a great tribute. Yeah. And again, you play with the fabulous Walter Trout. It was in Texas. Yeah. What was the date on that? July 18th at the center. July
18th. And he was great. Oh, my gosh. He's just absolutely great. Anybody got to go see him. What a passionate player. I enjoyed listening. I was waiting backstage, and it was really amazing. He puts on a very good show. He has an incredible story. He's really a survivor of just some terrible, irony and terrible health things. And he really literally taught himself to play, walk, and speak again after a major health issue. And he's just a wonder. He really is. And he's the nicest guy you ever saw. Ever met. He was just wonderful. I had a great time. I would love it if we next time I'm saying, Walter, can we squeeze in a few more tunes? As a band was so powerful. They were really good. It was a good show. Go see it. I recommend it. He plays all the time, too.
I've heard just great things. I know the great Bridget Purdy has been a guest on my show, and she told me about playing with him. I think it was in Arizona or Vegas somewhere.
Right on.
What a tribute and honor for you guys to all do that. And that's one of the highlights of your career is so distinguished, and I can't tell you how touched I am that you take the time to come on the Magoo and spend some laughs with me. And
it's my pleasure, absolutely my pleasure. We had such a good time talking before, and you're so fun, and I enjoyed it. I appreciate you having me on.
It's great, Carmen. Let's talk a little bit about Fred. Fred Holster. Did I pronounce that right? Fred Holster?
Hostetler.
He is just, I love him. He's got great karma, send it my way on the show. And the minute I got done with you last time, he, hit me up right away. Isn't she fabulous? And I always thought about him and Doug and all that great stuff that they send my way. He's got a lot going on too. Besides he works with you, he's got his, I forget the Taming of the Wolf it might be. He's got his own CD that he does too.
Yeah, he's gotten very tech savvy. I'm very impressed with him. I really rely on him for it was his idea for bringing out the technology for understanding, how to get these things out there, because really that is absolutely not my thing at all. I can hook up your TV and all your components, but I cannot into the great wide open like that. But he does. He's a great planner, and of course he's a really, really excellent person. And really, we were married, right?
No, I did not know
20
that.
Years.
No.
Yeah, we were together for 20 years, and so you can imagine how wonderful it is that we are still working together. After another period of time in separate and combined elements, So he's a great guy, and what can I say? I mean, I could go on and on. Fred's a very, very, very good person, and super smart person, and very kind.
Again, that was neat. I mean, he texted me just a couple seconds almost to got off the show, and it was so cool that he was listening, And speaking of that... He's listening. Oh, sorry, Fred. It sounds like the Sammy Maudlin show. That's what he's talking Sammy Maudlin. Oh, well, what am I supposed to say? He's great, and he's got a great imagination, a musical imagination, and we're still doing things together. We're working on a project right now. We're working on a tune right now. I just sent him weird things. He says, just send me the vocal. I said, what? Just the vocal? So he's going to put in my vocal into the tune, and then he's going to get the drummer and the bass player. Oh, gosh. Like, okay, really? Well, you want me to send the backgrounds too? So I sent the backgrounds. Anyway. That's putting a little stew
cool.
together.
It's weird how things happen today. Yeah, a stew. He's making a stew. I have new toe frog.
That brings us to the LA Critics Awards. And Doug sent me that today. Both of you are on the LA Critics Awards for this year, for the first half of the year. Blue by Nature's up there.
That was surprising. Yeah.
And he's up there for video.
I thought he was on there for another thing, too. Was it for video?
I think Doug nominated for Best Video. It might be something else, too, but it's right up there. The LA Critics just came out. There's a whole bunch of Gulf Coast artists on there. Diana Rain and Tony Campanella and people I've talked to. Vin Mott and Dee Miller and other people. I mean, it's just amazing and really cool, and that just came out.
I know, like Gulf Coast, if you're listening, I am really near you. Hey, Gold. Hey, Mike. Zito, I met you at the Sioux Falls Jazz Fest. You thought I was crazy. I'm not.
They love that, the karma of love of life and food. That's so cool. Man, I'll tell you what. Let's get to a track right now. Fun and Games.
Love this tune. Great song.
Thank you.
If I may say so myself.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Funny.
You don't love me like I love you. Until you let me go and play the fool. Until you hold me and kiss me like you do. Everything's just fun and games. If you don't want me anymore like I want you, chance to is it because you don't know what your heart's for? Oh, yeah. The things that you treat like you do. Oh, baby, you never, ever been in love before. Oh, it's time to heaven to you. If you don't need me, why not release me from the pain put me through? There's a chance I'm getting through. Oh, I knew where just want me to. Oh, is everything. Oh, baby, everything. Here's my wanting you, needing you. What the pain? Oh, everything. Just fun and games. Just fun and games. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you need me, baby? Don't you love me, baby? Love me like I love you.
Oh, the fabulous Karen Lawrence. Hey, Karen, I'm on cue this time. The song ended and I said hello. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Last time the song ended, I'm like, Karen, hold on. We got to talk real fast. It's over. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The fabulous Karen Lawrence is my great guest. Blue by Nature.
Hey.
CD is up for LA Critic Awards. Fred is up there, and so many of the Gulf Coast were awesome records, artists on there, and big stuff going on. And let's talk about some of the tunes that we got here. It's been so long off the Blue by Nature CD. Tell us a little story about that. We were talking some on that.
This song is pretty funny, and I listened to it on this Best of Live release, and it really brought back all the history of the song, where we only had about 20 minutes of material, and when we first started out, so I was just squeezing songs out. I think I was working in offices, a temp, and I was taking a lunch break, and I was kind of downtown LA, and I'm walking, and I start writing this song, and I took it to the band right away, and we played in some little dive, and it was a train wreck.